There are things that we experience but never talk about. A shadow moving in a corner, flickering of the lights, a disembodied voice. We invite you to talk with us, share your story, share your evidence, because this isn't just your story, this is our story. This is GhostBox.
And happy Thursday, everybody. Welcome. This is GhostBox Live. My name is Greg Bakun. Thank you very much for joining me. Tonight I am covering for Ane. So if you are wondering why there is no Ane tonight, it's because she's not here. There. What do you think of that? So every time that I'm on, the one thing I want to do is talk with spirits. So tonight, that's what we definitely want to do. But just so that we're very clear, that Ane is on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and so normally she'd be on at this time. She'll be on next Tuesday at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. So please, if you are watching this, and we're on a lot of different networks at the moment, if you haven't done so, please go to her Facebook page, facebook.com/Tarot by Ane, and please like her page. And also, if you would like to schedule a private reading with her, you can go to www.onae.org, and it's going to be, it's a fantastic reading. A number of you have gotten readings from her before, and they're great. I've gotten many readings from her also, and it's fantastic. So just know that's always on the table. And I know some of you have done what Thursday nights normally are. This Thursday night would have normally been the one-on-one live with Ane, where you would be, in a box such as this, and you would be able to talk with her directly. She's just unable to be on tonight. She has another engagement. So she asked me if I would kindly just stop in, and maybe we can talk to some spirits and we can kind of see where things go. Okay. So it's hot in Minnesota at the moment. Tomorrow it's going to be about 97 degrees, and which I love. I do love the heat, and I've been doing these walks. I mean, I always do the walks. I do them. I do about 4 miles, 3.5 to 4 miles a day. And today it's a little much, but that's part of it too. I kind of like the sun, cancer, all that good stuff. So obviously, trying to not get too terribly burned, but I'm coming out all right. It literally is a slow burn. And so I'm excited for this week, because then it just kind of keeps the radiation going and stuff. So it's it's very cool. Pamela's saying it's 97 there right now. We're going to be there tomorrow, it sounds like. So that's really exciting, and not exciting. It's good, because normally when we have these heat waves, my air conditioning seems to not work. And I got it replaced last October, the heat and air, which was not cheap. And I just, when that is out, it is nasty. It just is so bad, so terribly bad. So, knock on wood now that it doesn't go off, but yeah, it's very interesting. Yes. And congratulations, Amanda. I saw that you got engaged yesterday. So that is very, very cool, as it should be the best day of your life. It's the best of many more best days, right? It's the start of many best days. So congratulations. Very, very cool. Very nice. Just a new chapter in an amazing life. So congratulations with that. Very happy for you. Very happy for you. Going to talk to some spirits tonight. I want to kind of drive the narrative a little bit tonight. A couple things. First of all, as you can see, we have the table set up as always, rapidly, very quickly, because I lost track of time. And so, Spirit, just be aware, please, that if you want to talk to us, go over there and you can just hit by the antenna and it will go off. That's one way to talk to us. You can talk to us by touching this flashlight right here. Doing so, hopefully it turns on. If it doesn't turn on for you, why don't you do that for us, please? And so we have the bell. We have the K2. The K2 is on, but it just, the first light doesn't seem to work all that well. The Ovilus 5 is what we call Ovilus 5, because it's the fifth Ovilus. It says need, N-E-E-D. So we got that going. We got the Linus detector going over here. So, we are set to have an evening of spirit communication. So let's, kind of see what's going on out there, see what we can get. Now, last week, which that's actually Tuesday, so a day ago, we used an SB7. I think tonight we're going to start with the newer SB7, the SB7T, I think tonight, because I don't know why. I was just told, up here, let's do the SB7T. Let's see what happens. So let's do that, at least to start with. I have a couple of them down here. There's no real order to things here. So we'll just kind of see what we can do. So why don't we start with some protection? As we all know, there's no guarantee of spirit communication. We'll do our best. We'll see what comes through. If you are asking for a loved one, and if I try to get, if we, do get something, or you want us to try to get a loved one, and you don't hear back from Uncle Frank, don't be upset. Doesn't mean Uncle Frank doesn't love you. It just means that Uncle Frank can't get to you somehow. More than likely. Perhaps not. Maybe Uncle Frank doesn't like you, but I don't think that's the case. I think that, because most of us don't really understand the roadblocks to spirit, communication through devices and the energy and everything that goes along with it, that I feel that you just have to, be open-minded, which you all are, which you all have been. Everyone who I come through with on here who comes back, you are all open-minded. You all have very strong sensibilities. You're all very respectful to spirits. You see the ones that come through here that challenge, and there's nothing wrong with challenging. Let's just be clear. There's nothing wrong with being skeptical either, but you got to do it in a respectful way. And, they don't seem to come back after they get shut down. So for those of you who are here, who have been, all that stuff, it works. So why don't we do some, protection. Like I said, time crept up on me. And next thing I knew that I started up the feed wrong, the live feed wrong. So some of you may have seen the feed start and then stop. What I didn't realize through StreamYard, which is what I use, you have to reset the entire feed again, which I talk with them actually on a fairly regular basis about stuff to fix. And that's like, oh, now we can talk about something, because that's kind of ridiculous, the way that you are completely lost. You have to start all over again. So whatever, right? Let's start with some protection. Now, keep in mind, it's Thursday. We're towards the end of the week here. We are run down, aren't we? We are very much like, goodness. So we need energy. We need to really kind of build up some energy here and just kind of make things so it's a little bit more lively in here. And that's quite all right, And once again, as always, I just want your intention, not your energy. You probably don't notice the difference, but what I just did made me feel a whole lot better. All right, so what we're going to do is, remember, start here. Remember, you have loved ones, spirit guides, your own good intentions. It all starts here, right? And what you want to do is let that grow, and just relax, let it grow, let it become, bigger and bigger and bigger. It starts from your heart, grows outwards. And just imagine that it's covering all of you. It's covering through everything. It's just all over. And then what you have is a shield. Now, some of you, if you're new, might be asking, why do I need a shield? Because we're not asking for spirits that are bad to come through here. We only want spirits of love and light, only spirits of love and above. But what we do want is we don't want spirits who just come through, who are just passing through, and we're all collective at the moment, them being like, ooh, we like your energy. We're going to glom onto you. You are taking part. You are fair game. We're going to glom onto you and basically suck out all of your energy. You don't want that, obviously, right? Because what you want is to be protected. So you can have these spirit interactions, but it's like a good party to be able to say it's time to go home, and they need to leave. That's kind of what we're trying to do here. We're getting the party started, but the protection helps us make sure that we can end the party. So just imagine that. You might feel some tingling. You might feel some like difference, whatever. If you don't, that's okay. That you don't need to. It's different for everybody. It's totally different for everybody. We got the obelisk. It said do, D-O. Now that came through when we were talking about protection and doing protection. It says do, D-O. Does it mean anything? I don't know. We'll find out. So what we got that now, you got your shield, and it looks great on all of you. And then what we're going to do is we are going to push our energy, that shield, and we're going to push it to all the walls and the floors and up above, anywhere. It covers the cats, covers the kids, anything, just to protect everyone else. I firmly believe that we can do this and that we can protect everyone in the house, even if they're not taking part. We just want everyone to be safe, right? I want you to be safe. I want your family to be safe. I want everyone to be safe. And please don't take this as, there's stuff out there that's targeting you. But what it is happening is that we just want to make sure everybody is set. Everyone is in a good place. So let's do that. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to reach out to spirit. When we're done with that, we are going to try to cross over spirits. Now, what we found on Tuesday, and we see this often, Tuesday, some were like, oh, it doesn't seem like we had a whole lot of spirit interaction. I disagree. We got some people through. We got a lot of chatter through. That's always tough. But once we started to want to cross over spirits, then it got really, it blew up. You could feel the energy. You could feel all of them coming through. So, that's what we're going to do. Now, let me tell you a story. In 2019, Ane and I went to Tombstone, Arizona. And when we were there, we were stopped in the street by somebody who just like, I need to talk to you too. I don't know why, but I need to talk to you about spirits. And we had a conversation about spirits, about his faith and his spirits together. How he had to kind of figure out, I have faith. I'm Catholic. I know what happens to our spirit, our essence when we die, but yet I had an experience that had spirits that doesn't equate with my religious beliefs. And we talked him through that. But then, have you all ever heard of the Birdcage Theater? We ended up investigating that place that night. Now, they wouldn't let me take in my spirit box. They say that that's very much like having an Ouija board. And, so be it. I mean, they're just being careful. At first I was kind of annoyed by it, but it's like, no, they're being careful. It's okay. That night, Ane, first of all, we saw like the woman who, she had a big bow on her back of her dress. She had a big bow tied. And she's talking, and Ane and I are watching as this bow unties itself. And she's just like, who did that? Like, we saw it. No one did it. No one here did it. And we were hearing voices all throughout this theater. And we had just, I mean, and we asked, like, can we normally hear voices that are outside the theater in here? And they're like, no. So it's okay, you folks, you got to understand, then you're hearing disembodied voices, conversations. Could be residual for all we know. It doesn't really matter, but we're hearing voices. At the end of it, we were on stage. And you got to be careful. You can't touch anything in this place. This place, everything is original. Literally everything is original in there. This place closed up in I think it was the early 1880s and did not open up again until like 1930 something. They just left everything in there. So everything in there is authentic, original, and in pretty good shape. And so we were trying to do flashlight sessions and stuff, and we started, Ane started picking up on a person, and she started to describe it and started to come up with like a name, Minnie. And it turned out, for anyone who knows the history of the Birdcage Theater, it was Big Minnie. Big Minnie was the owner, one of the owners. It was her and her husband that owned it. And so she came through, and then her husband came through, and it was Ane knew nothing about the background of this place. She was like, this is who's coming through. Now, remember, I went to Strawberry Point for an investigation a week ago now. It says I-N. This all plays together. We went to Strawberry Point. I was telling, we were just kind of closing down for the night. And Todd, he was showing me, he went to Tombstone, and he was showing me some of the pictures on his phone and stuff. And I explained that we did the investigation of the Birdcage and that we started to get Big Minnie in. And when I started talking about Big Minnie, the K2 started to go off next to us like crazy, absolutely crazy, going to red, going really, really strongly. And I said, Big Minnie, if this is you, can you go to yellow, please? Can you just go to yellow? And it just went to yellow for a number of times. It just went to yellow. It didn't go any further on. So it had to be right in the middle there. And that was pretty incredible. That wasn't in Tombstone. That was in Strawberry Point, Iowa. And we got Big Minnie. Now, the reason why I bring this up is because I want to try to get Big Minnie again tonight. I want to be able to see if we can get spirits, because spirit isn't confined by space like we are. I can't just show up in Tombstone from being here. She can. We got President Lincoln. We got Mary Todd Lincoln. We've gotten these people before, and I didn't have time to meditate myself like I normally would. So, but I am hoping, because we didn't do it for when Big Minnie showed up. So I'm hoping that Big Minnie, owner of the Birdcage Theater, if you would consider coming through for us, either through any of the devices on here, or if I use this device, which you can hear your voice through the speaker, if you can come through for us, that would be great. If you can move the bell, or if you can go to this and have that go off, that would be pretty amazing. I have a great deal of respect for you, Big Minnie. Big Minnie was about 6 foot something, if I'm not mistaken. And she was very tall, and, someone like shot a gun at her once in the bar, right, which is right at the front of the theater, and the bullet hole is still in the bar, and I think she went after him at that point. So she was a force to be reckoned with, but she also, and we know that Birdcage was full of brothels on when you go inside on all sides of both sides of the theater. There's like these little theater boxes, and those are brothels. Those were where the ladies were, and she was the one that made sure that they were treated with respect, and that she made sure that they were not mishandled, that they were not hurt, that they were paid, that all that stuff happened, because back then it was total crapshoot. There is no guarantee that any of that would happen. This is a situation, though, where she made sure that, and it doesn't really matter what any of our stances are on brothels or whatever else. The point is that they were not sold into it or anything. They were there, and Big Minnie protected them. And so that made things go a lot easier at the birdcage. So Big Minnie, if you are around, can you please consider talking to us tonight, just to say hi, just to make a device go off, just to come through here? You can use me as the conduit, and your voice can come out through this speaker, okay? Please consider doing so. We would really like to be able to hear from you tonight, okay? We're going to use the SB7T. We didn't use that last week, or we may have started it with it last week. If I don't feel like we're getting anything from it, we'll switch boxes. My name is Greg. We'd just like to talk to you tonight, okay? All spirits. Big Minnie of the Birdcage Theater, Tombstone, Arizona. If you're here, could you let us know, please? Turn this up a bit. Big Minnie, can you say the town? Can you say the town that the Birdcage Theater was located in, please? Now, I thought I heard a male say, "Hello, Greg." Back a little bit further. Hello? We're hearing spirits. Can you talk a little bit louder for us, please? Now, I'm not going to harbor on this all night, but Big Minnie, are you here? Can you come through, please? I love the Birdcage Theater. You were shot at, weren't you? Yeah, there are female voices coming through. Is it her? I can't tell, right? I mean, and that's the frustrating part, right? I want to... Is anybody who ever been to the Birdcage, can any of you come through for me, please? Yeah. We got one man that's come through 3 times in a row now. Were you at, and they said first time, like, yeah. You used to frequent the Birdcage? Do you go to the OK Corral? Were you there steering for the big fire that took a lot of Tombstone out, including part of the OK Corral? What's at the OK Corral? What animals at the OK Corral? What about China Mary? China Mary, are you here? You communicated with Anne and myself at your house. Do you remember that at all? Okay, I'm just looking something up here real fast. China Mary, did you have did you ever get paid rent for people being in your house after you left it? You guys, I was looking up to see if the OK Corral had pigs. It's not impossible, but I believe that they would have had horses. Can I get a number of how many spirits here have been to the OK or have been to the Birdcage Theater? I thought I heard 7 again. They may have had pigs. I mean, I don't know. I know that they had horses, but, you know, it might have been all-encompassing, right? Is anyone else having problems hearing the spirit box? I don't know why this is now happening. It's not a good night for technology. All right. My tombstone friend, reach out however you want to, okay? Reach out however you want to, but we're going to move on a little bit, okay? How many spirits are in here, just in general, with me right now? Can I get a number, please? Did I talk over the number 20? Do I have any spirits here that are related to anyone watching? 2 heard 8. Sorry, Linda, I don't know what's different than usual, to be very honest. These boxes are staticky, unfortunately. People use stuff to filter them. I don't filter. Is there anybody you want to talk to tonight? Can you give me a name of anyone you want to talk to? You say it clearly, please. Hello. I'm just listening. A number of you heard 8. 8 spirits. Is that true? There's 8 spirits here? Something else. Does it help us? Do y'all need help? Y'all need our help? Yeah, I heard 7 just now. Is it me, or does it seem to be a lot of numbers coming through tonight? Can I get a roll call of the names of the spirits that are here, please? I thought I got 7 again. So some of you keep hearing 8. I keep hearing 7. I want to switch boxes. There's still 8 spirits here around me.
The date. Charles White.
All right, hold on. You okay? That's what it sounded like. I'm okay. I need to know my father, Tom, is okay and forgives me for his passing. I'm going to ask for Tom, but I think you know the answer to the other parts, okay? I'd like to talk to Tom Kosman, please. Your daughter Kimberly would like to hear your voice. Tom, could you come through for us, please? Kimberly would really like to hear from you. Can you say your daughter's name, please? Not a lot happening on here tonight, is there? I mean, literally, there's not a lot happening here at all. I'm sure hearing six-pack is not from the spirit box. Spirits, are you not interested in talking to us tonight? Could this really be a byproduct that I did not meditate before I started, which I always do? I would have thought we got something coming through. We're looking for relatives. We're looking for relatives. I feel like most of the stuff we're getting through is just radio, to be very honest. Sue, can you remind me who Ron is again, please? Oh, someone said Roger. Is there a Roger here? Is there a Roger watching tonight? If so, can you say so? Oh my God. I swear to God, I'm just going to smash this phone here in a second. Oh my goodness. I was just talking about Tombstone, about a story of Anne and I in Tombstone, because we're trying to reach out to Big Minnie, who, as I'm sure you know, Joe, was one of the original owners of the Birdcage Theater, and that Anne got her while we were at the Birdcage. So, Big Minnie, now that I switched boxes, are you here? What was that? Was that her? Was that really you? I would have thought that she'd have a deeper voice. Do you, Big Minnie? Do you still hang around the Birdcage? Can we hear your name through this box, Big Minnie? Could you just say your name, please? Do you ever go by Tommy? but I thought I heard Tommy. Did you hear Minnie? I heard a bunch of things that I feel like I could attribute to her, but nothing that actually hangs a hat on her. Big Minnie, if it's hard for you to come through here, can you turn on one of the devices over here, please? Just all you need to do is this, okay?
That's right.
Whoa! Did someone call me an a-hole? I can't sue. The speaker's going this way, not this way. So none of you heard Minnie. Thank you, Big Minnie. Do you prefer just being called Minnie? Were you okay with being called Big Minnie, or is that an insult to you? Did she say it's an insult? So I'll just call you Minnie.
Interesting.
Is that okay then, Minnie? I just call you Minnie? Yeah, I heard that too. Hey, when you start talking to people from the Wild West, you know, just like we're talking to people that were in the Army the other night. See, that's what I heard too. It's an insult. It's like, and so, forgive me for calling you Big Minnie. That's what history has called you, and I apologize. I'll call you Minnie, okay? I'm Greg.
Strange.
Something.
Strange? Not strange.
For what?
Doc Holliday? Are we able to talk to the Doc Holliday also? Can I ask who said my name, please? Was it female or male? Minnie, can I just say that I have a great deal of respect? Minnie, I believe that you reached out to me. I just want to say I have a great deal of respect for you.
Yes.
Shaking.
Someone just say, what's shaking? What's shaking? Same voice. So we have Minnie here. I do believe we have Minnie here. I'm not trying to be dramatic, okay? Minnie, thank you for being here. Doc Holliday, it appears that you may have said something. Doc Holliday, are you here? And Minnie, did you ask me what's shaking? Like, what's going on? How am I doing? I'm okay. I'm much better that you're here now. Something about shake again, I think. Honestly. Same voice, too.
Multiple.
Multiple. Yes, multiple. I was at the birdcage 2 years ago. It's going to be 2 years ago in July. I think I was just called a-hole again. And I just want to say that place is beautiful, absolutely beautiful. And that you took care of all the women there. You made sure that they were treated fairly and with respect. That's really no different, though, than how communication works, though, right, Pamela? I mean, it's all about who speaks and who receives it. That's why I think when some people hear their names and not everyone does, those are messages that resonate directly to them. Now, Minnie, I brought up your name about a week ago when I was in Iowa with some friends. And when I did so, you turned these devices on for me. And I just wanted to say thank you for reaching out to us at that point.
Okay.
And I find all that very fascinating, very cool. And I'd love to be able to talk to you more, Minnie, if you're able to talk to me.
It's not like
I feel like you're talking to us. I feel like you're here. I'm getting the vibe. How's it going? It's going well, thank you. Who am I speaking with? Don't want to tell me who you are? That's fine. Were you in? He got something. Do you hear that woman really quick? Almost like he got cut here, or something like that.
our company.
You have company? Whoa, that sounds like you're a little F-bomber, an Effenheimer here. I feel like it's getting aggressive. What do you all think, huh? I could shut all of this down energetically. I hope you know that. For those who are being a little rude tonight. Are these the folks from 1880s Tombstone? It's draining my speaker. When it's not blue and it's red, it means it's draining. It's a speaker. It's a speaker. Your voice can come out of this. Someone said, what is that? Someone on here said, what was that when I talked about the speaker? Anybody from Tombstone, can you make any sort of movement on this board right here? The board is safe. You're not going to get trapped by it or anything. Bell moving? On my end, it looks like, my end being where I'm looking, looks like the bell's moving, but doesn't look like it on the picture.
That's the front. With the same. Dangerous.
Let's switch gears. Are there any of you here now? Any of you here now? Do you need help crossing over?
Thank you very much.
Anyone need help crossing over? 'Cause I can try help. We can try help crossing you over. Okay. So all you tombstoners there, you don't want to cross. You don't want to leave, do you?
Why?
All right, let's do this. I am opening up some light for you. You see it? You just need to walk straight ahead.
Question.
What's your question? I can answer your question. All you need to do is walk towards it. Do you see it? Do you see the light that I created for you? Do you see the light? All you need to do is cross. You don't have to worry about what you've done in your past. All you have to do is cross, and you'll be able to come back and forth whenever you want. Do it. If you're ready, do it. Thing woman here. Did you do it? Did you all cross? Did you cross? Okay. Pulling teeth. Which is what Doc Holliday used to do. Let's see here. All right. Let's do this. Let's end the session. We're shutting this down in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Minnie. Thank you, Doc Holliday. Thank you, anyone else from Tombstone who came out here to talk with me. Thank you, China Mary. Thank you to all spirits that wanted to take part tonight. What we're going to do real fast is we're going to close this session now. The session is closed. You are not allowed to interact with us, speak to us until we open the session again. Unless you are a relative or a friend, you are not allowed to interact with us. This circle is closed. This session is closed. So I know there's a lot of you I did not get to tonight. Sunday, I'm on at 10 p.m. Central Standard Time. Note that we are going to try to reach out to aliens on Sunday, at least for a little bit. We're going to see how far we can go with that. So we are going to try that out, see what happens. I'm actually looking into antenna amplifiers to see, because I personally believe, and I might be thinking about this in a very linear fashion, that we need more boost the signal to be able to get them. Maybe not. Maybe we won't get them at all. Who knows? We will see. But we're going to try that. If we're not getting anywhere with that, we can certainly try back to loved ones and whatnot. What do you all think about reaching out to some historical figures, whether they're famous or not? Because I do enjoy that. I feel kind of silly in some ways reaching out to, I feel kind of silly saying like, Abraham Lincoln come through, because it just seems so unreal. And then next thing you know, we get voices that could very well be him. And that I'm convinced we got Mary Todd Lincoln. So, I'm just curious what you all think about it, because I do want to do a little bit more of that. I'm not going to, maybe we try some stars who passed or anything, but I don't want to turn it into that. But I do want to try on occasion to see if that works. So I know, right, Pamela? I mean, it really just felt like it. And psychic medium Lori Johnson, who you might remember her from the TV show Ghosts of Shepherdstown. Her and I had a long conversation on Sunday about it, and that she has reached out to Abraham Lincoln numerous times through mediumship, and that he did confirm that he spoke with us. So that was really interesting. It's incredible, absolutely incredible. So, thank you, Mr. President, for taking part in our conversations, discussions, all that stuff. Please remember Tuesdays and Thursdays. Ane will be back. One question readings with Ane. And then, it is exactly what it says. A lot of you have done readings with her and stuff, or taken part in one question readings. It's well worth your time. So please consider doing that. My radio show, I will be on Sunday. It's going to be just me talking about the paranormal questions. I'm going to have seen The Conjuring at that point. We'll talk about that a little bit. We're going to talk about some investigations I've done recently. But if anyone joins in and has, questions, they can certainly call in, send a note. It'll be 4 p.m. Central Standard Time. You can see it on Facebook. You can see it on my Minnesota GhostBox page, Paranormal United Network 2. You can see it on Parafriends. AM 950 radio has a feed of me in studio. Well worth, I think it's well worth your time. Maybe not, you'll see. And then from there, I don't know. The following week, we're going to be talking to a metaphysical store that is really good here in the Twin Cities, Collective Dimensions. We're going to talk a little bit about metaphysical and paranormal combining. Then I'm also excited for June 20th. Make sure you want to watch the June 20th episode, because we're going to have Tony Spera on. And Tony is the son-in-law of Ed and Lorraine Warren. And Tony is the owner, if you will, of Annabelle, the real Annabelle. So we're going to have a conversation with him on June 20th. And then on June 27th, we see the return of Ane in studio, or not in studio with me, but on the radio show, doing one question readings also, which is always fun. We really have a good time doing those. Pamela, I am not on YouTube when it comes to the radio shows. You can stream it from the radio station website, www.am950radio.com. I do not expect you to write that down. But I'm on radio, obviously, and then Facebook and all that good stuff. And I am too. I've interviewed him once before. Really, really nice guy. And just the fact that we're going to be talking about one of the most infamous dolls of all time, and what it's like to have that in his possession. So I really, I really can't wait. Riva, thank you so very much. I did not miss the fact that you shared this a lot of places or a couple places. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate that very, very much. I keep forgetting to tell people to share this, which is fundamentally what you need to do every time we do these, is share it. And I never say it. So I don't know. I can't get it straight sometimes. So we got full month for the radio going. I'll be back Sunday. We're going to try to reach out to aliens. We'll see what happens. I've had a couple people say to me when I say that, and this is actually at the Virginia City Paracon last year, that when I asked them if they ever reached out to aliens before, they got freaked out, like, we don't mess with that. I don't think it's like that. I really don't. Otherwise, I wouldn't do it. I do think that it's fair game, to be honest. And I am too. I've enjoyed the films and stuff. Tony, when I last spoke with him today, he said that him and his wife, which is and Lorraine's daughter, are going to go see The Conjuring tomorrow also. So it's kind of funny, isn't it? It's just kind of neat. So with that being said, I feel like I'm rambling. I could talk forever. Thank you all so very much. If you would like to follow me, I'm not a big fan of people following me because I feel like we're better served as being friends. Please, that's my name. Send me a friend request if you'd like. I'd be more than happy to accept it. If you feel off after this session, let me know that too. And we can see what what's going on there. We can see if there's anything wrong. There shouldn't be anything, but you never know, right? So just reach out to me if anything's weird. Thank you all very much. I appreciate all of you. I will see you Sunday. Hopefully, feel free to join in at 4 p.m. Central Standard Time on AM 950 Radio for my radio show. Otherwise, please join me next Sunday night, 10 p.m. Central Standard Time, and we're going to do some more Spirit Box. Thank you all very much. Have a great weekend, and I'll talk to you later.